Some of the songs are old friends at this stage. Some of them I wrote a number of years ago at different points in my life. And again, I wanted to revisit some of those songs just with acoustic guitar because that's the way they were brought into the world. I wanted to just strip them back and see, you know, what is at the core of the song, what's right there at the heart of the song.
As the sun comes up and the sun goes down, I am with you. I am here. Hear the wind howl in the trees, my son. Listen to what it does say. Your time passes fast and your days, they are short. You best be going on your way.
Acoustic Rivers is my 6th album. I made it at TJ Tunes in Nashville, in Tennessee, in the company of renowned producer and songwriter and guitarist Thomm Jutz. What I actually love about this CD is that we recorded ourselves playing live in the studio in real time, just 2 acoustic guitars. It is more risky because in a sense you get warts and all, you know? It's like when you're having a conversation. Your voice changes, you make emphasis, you maybe sing with empathy, or you speak with empathy to the person you're with. You may become animated, you may slow down a little bit. And in a sense, that's the natural way we have a conversation. And I think that was more embedded in the recording when you listen back to it. It ebbs and flows a little bit. I just love that aspect of it because to me, that's what I do on a Saturday night, on a Thursday night or whatever. I just sing and play at the one time.
Stay till the flag of dawn has unfurled.
I just felt again that what we had as a 2-guitar and 2-voice unit was very portable. You could bring the exact show on the road. So I teamed up with Bill Stuart, and I'm delighted to be working with him because he's meticulous in his approach to the work, and he has really borne out the identity of the playing on the album.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was an honor. You know, I mean, I've known Liam for pretty much as soon as I became a musician, because the first a couple of months after I started playing, I joined a band with his son Simon in just this little garage with our first band, and yeah, he came over to pick up Simon and popped his head around, and you know, I was like, oh, that's Liam, I heard about him, you know, sort of, wow, you know. Yeah, so yeah, to go from there to now, it's lovely. Yeah, just always had a huge amount of respect for him because you know, he always struck me as somebody who really knew what he was doing inside and out. Had a very nice approach to it.
So far away, and our light still shines as we move and we move, as we learn and we learn in our own real time. Over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, all in time. We sail across the universe with the stars beneath our feet. Millions of voices.
Thomm is the guy who played, who basically played my role with Liam on the album. It was mostly just a sort of an interesting learning experience, just kind of learning a completely different approach to playing, to try and get into the head of this guitar player who, you know, I've never met him. It's been mostly kind of rock and metal up until this point. In terms of the playing style, it's very, very different. You know, with metal, generally everything is very kind of deliberate. You know, everything is very rigid, very rhythmically tight. You know, for example, a run would be something. You know, it's very, very straight. Whereas as soon as I started listening to the records, what I realized the difficulty would be was just that there's a real kind of elegant fluidity to the playing. It's much more effortless, I suppose, and just smooth, you know, and just doing it that way was the difficult part.
To know it's not real. I'm like a child lost in the snow. No footprints left, nowhere to go. Don't try to say that things will be okay, that I'll get through, and this'll all fade away. My dreams lie broken in your hands. There's no more love or no romance.
A song rarely is about one specific event, one specific person. It's about your response to something that triggers other memories and associations and so on, and you form it into an overall expression, which at its core empathizes with a person or persons and maybe something they've experienced or went through in their lives. And this can come out through the songwriting process.
Slow down, take a listen. Hey Ma, look what you're missing. My hat's full to the brim, it's pouring in. What a win, oh yeah. That lovely paper and tin, it makes me grin. Lady luck is surely smiling on this old brown Mizzy Mizzy. Old brown Mizzy Mizzy. Old brown Mizzy Mizzy day. Old brown Mizzy Mizzy. Old brown Mizzy Mizzy. Old brown Mizzy Mizzy day. Old brown, old brown, old brown, old brown, old brown Mizzy Mizzy day.
The third part of the equation is the audience and is connecting directly with people through the music. The power of connection is brought home to me in my other work. I work as a hospital musician, which is a different role. I trained with an organisation called Musique et Santé in Paris, in association with Music Network Ireland here. Very intensive training to be able to go and work in sensitive settings of intensive care units and so on in hospitals and work with people who are going through challenging times health-wise and bring music as an option. You experience all kinds of life, and you experience in a very intimate way the power of a musical connection on a one-to-one. And I think when you can handle that, I think it's actually easier to go into a room full of people and to play the music and present it to the audience.
As you say my name, and you think of me, I am with you. I am here.
Well, again, another comment that I've heard seasoned musicians remark is that, you know, a gig is only as good as the audience. So, you know, having said that, okay, the audience is your audience. You're their audience as well in one sense. So, you know, you've got to give, and you've got to live the songs, and you've got to infuse them with emotion, and you've got to try and connect through the music, through talking to the audience as well, and just to create that lovely magic. What was the question? I think I've gone off. Have I gone off? No, was it okay?